Ghost Notes Radio betont die Pointen dazwischen. Die Momente, die man nicht hören oder sehen kann, sondern nur fühlen kann. Ghost Notes Radio. Jeden ersten Mittwoch im Monat. Auf 88.4. Check it.
That real, man. Gott, wenn Anthony kommt. I'm so aufgeregt.
Hi, Mr. Anthony B. How was your concert?
It was amazing, joyful, happy to always be a part of this amazing show, Summerjam. I understand. Big up the Summerjam team, big up the promoter, big up everyone who make it happen.
Nice. Thanks for the concert, it was really nice. How you started into the music business, you still can remember?
I started out just loving Peter Touch music and Bob Marley music.
Okay.
So, you know, as a youth, you listen to these artists and feel inspired, like, whoa, I wish I could be one of these artists and be like this artist. So going to school, listening to Peter Touch and Bob Marley, that's where all the inspiration really come from. So leaving school now, I pursue that I want to become an entertainer. I want to be a conscious entertainer, not just somebody sing music just to earn money, to contribute to become a negative part.
With so much power and energy.
Yeah.
Really nice. Can you tell us a little bit about your creative process? How you make new music? Is this always the same? Like you meditate, go to the studio, or you just?
Well,
it's always different.
Well, it's always different. It depends upon the experience. Because what we try to do, and I think that's why reggae music has that power in the world, is because we sing about the day-to-day issues. Understand which other genres of music might ignore. A taxi driver getting hurt, we will make a song. Okay, understand about just the taxi driver.
Don't hurt the taxi driver.
Understand, and then become. So I think that's the creativeness of reggae music. That we try to sing about day-to-day things that we call really. You understand, not just imaginary things, but the real things that we see happening in the world.
Nice. How you would describe your musical style, your sound?
Well, I would say it's reggae, but you know, it's each generation has their little twist to reggae music. So if we make a rhythm, say like from the Bob Marley era or the Peter Touch era, we're gonna put a little more speed to that same rhythm. So you might hear the older version and say, oh, it's the same, but the tempo is different. You understand? So I think that's what I would say. And what I try to contribute is, I was looking at the culture side of music growing up. As a youth, we go to a concert, we watch the dancehall artists and you get excited. When you watch a culture artist, you get a little bored. So for me as a youth, I was always saying I want to contribute more energy to the cultural side of music. Yeah, that means it's more entertaining. So if you take your son to see a culture artist, he's still gonna feel entertained. You don't feel like, oh daddy, that's your, you don't separate it. So I think that's what, understand? So that's what I try to contribute to reggae music, to the cultural side of reggae music that maybe wasn't there before. Because as much as Bob Marley is an amazing artist, he's also an amazing performer. You understand? So I try to put them all together.
which collaborations coming next for you? Or you have something you can tell already, or is it still a secret, or you working on new stuff?
Well, I got my album right now promoting the Bread and Butter album.
Yeah.
It's available on all your major digital platforms. I released a song today on the new Cali Roots juggling, you know, Cali Roots juggling. So I like that production because this is the third cut of it. So this is the 2023 version produced by Cali Roots. So I released a song today called Married Me. And the song, you understand? So you can look out for that. We're going to make a nice little controversial video for that. Yeah.
And you still producing real records for collectors? So
Yeah, we're going to come with a vinyl of the Bread and Butter album.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose like maybe 4 to 5 single and put it out on vinyl, and then the album itself on a vinyl. Yeah.
How would you say the music industry changed now, always the streaming and stuff? You okay with that? Or?
Well, the streaming is great, but there is a sudden twist, and that's why it is so hard to predict. Because look at the number one selling thing right now is vinyl.
Yeah.
Vinyl is selling more than anything.
Everything comes back.
Could we imagine that?
Yeah.
You understand? After CD, after all things. So right now, vinyl is it again.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's not just just to play, but it's also as collector's item. Everybody is trying to search to get, and this generation don't really know nothing about vinyl. So it's amazing to do.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for coming for this interview.
Yeah.
Yaga yaga yow, you're listening to Anthony B and Ghost Note Radio. I just wanna dance and listen some rub-a-dub, yo yo, chill out and make love to the music I love, sweet reggae music. It's Ghost Note bringing the positive music to the world. Yeah, yes.
You're like Catwoman, like
no,
the Batman assistant.
No. I wouldn't be
not
Batman's
radio.
assistant, that means boss. Ghost Notes. Okay, this goes on my bag, so
Yeah,
somebody
it's
can take
Berlin
it.
Radio. And if you come to Berlin, you can come directly to our studio
Okay, cool.
if you like. And
Yeah, when I come back. I don't think I'm coming to Berlin on this trip, but when I come back.
Okay,
Yeah?
cool.
Okay, sure.
And yeah, you have birthday tomorrow.
Yes, as of tonight, midnight, I am 50. Don't ask me what that means, it doesn't mean shit for me.
Yeah, for nobody. And you don't look 50, you don't move 50. You're much better than this number.
Oh, wow.
So,
I mean, maybe this is what this number is supposed to be like.
so can you share shortly with us your journey? It's a long journey, I know, into the world of the reggae music and how you get started as a singer.
Oh, cool. I grew up in Jamaica. I'm Jamaican, so
Yeah.
of course, you know, reggae music is in all our houses all the time. It's not even, for us, it's not even music, it's just a part of life.
Yeah.
And so I grew up with the music, and then I'm a student of literature. I grew up in a household where literature and language were the standard, so I was writing since I was really, really young. And first I started writing, and then I started singing. And then when I left high school, I got adventurous. I went on the sound systems. I played with a cabaret band for a while. It was one adventure after another, and that's how I came into it, and just having fun.
And who was your biggest influences?
Oh my gosh, I can't pick any one.
Oh,
There are
so
different
many
people for
ways.
different things, because when it comes to wanting to grow up to be somebody, I prefer to grow up to be Master Fix, you know?
Okay.
Because she's regal, she really is a queen.
Yeah.
She really is. And then when it comes to writing, I want to grow up to be like Smokey Robinson, I want to grow up to be like Burt Bacharach, I want to be like Lord Kitchener and Sparrow. I want to be like Beres Hammond because they write, Bob Andy, the Ernest Smith. I have so many influences. It's hard to pick one, and if I pick one, I would really be disrespectful to the others because all of them help to make me who I am.
Right. Could you tell us about any significant moments of your experience that have shaped your musical career? Like you always remember, like the first gig on Jamaica, big crowd. I don't know.
There's been too many. It's like it's just a series of things. It's small things and big things which make you into who you are. And so I can't pick any one thing. I've just been very open. I'm a very open-minded person. And even the bad experiences teach me things, so I've just been learning. It's like, this is like I've been at school for 50 years, and everything goes into my music, every single thing.
And you still like traveling a lot and meet different people, different countries, or you don't like flying and sitting all the time and waiting, or?
It's for me, I do it less now, because I think I've done it so much that I'm a little bit jaded. It's not as shiny as it used to be. It's still fun. I love meeting people. I love having conversations. I want to learn about different places and cultures. I want to taste food. I want to get drunk in a bar with some people that I just met, but I don't want to do it as often as I used to.
Sometimes sleep is also nice,
yes,
right?
Yes. And going to bed and watching romantic movies and eating chocolate and drinking wine. That's nice.
What is your creative process when you're doing new musical stuff? Is it always like the same? You take a glass of wine, some chocolate, and sit down and write, or you're just jamming with some musicians, or is it always different?
I write. I'm very boring when I write. When I'm writing, it's usually just writing, nothing else. I have no distractions. I have an idea, and then everything else disappears, and it's just me and a pen and a paper.
Okay. And you don't sit on the computer making a beat and sing?
No. Sometimes I might be listening to a beat and I get an inspiration to write something to it. Sometimes I'm just writing a story and then it turns into a song. But most often I write the story first and then it becomes a song.
What are the most challenges you face as a female reggae artist? Was it harder for you than for the male guys, or?
Well, it's hard to tell because I've never been male. I have no basis for comparison, but I think the biggest challenge is getting past the female title. Because when I come to work, I don't come to work as a female. I just come to work as an employee. I make music and I deliver the music. And at the end of the day, nobody from the audience remembers girl or boy. They just remember songs. So I try to make the best song, and that's it. I don't count how many men there are. I don't care. I just go to work.
Can you tell us about recent projects or upcoming projects you have in the pipe?
So I released an album, and these are such different times because back in the day when we put out an album, we'd be on the road with the album physically. This was different. So I have an album that came out in September of last year. And I'm still going around doing tours now because the place is just back to some kind of normal.
Business,
and the album is called Some Kind of Madness. Because that is what I think is going on now in the world today. Everybody's going crazy.
Really?
I forgive us because it's understandable. There's so much different now. And we have to be learning these new ways of doing things that it's making us a little bit crazy. But I think we're going to be okay.
How was this Corona stuff in Jamaica? Because you don't feel you have to stay at home and stuff.
It was crazy. Again, some kind of madness. We had lockdown some of the time. I think the longest lockdown period was 10 days, and 10 days inside is that's not good for us psychologically, emotionally. Some people have nobody to lock down with, and humans are not coded to be alone. We are social creatures. We need people. So it was really bad. I was depressed most of the time, and they kept saying, "Oh, some people don't have food." It's not just about food, because depression doesn't care if you have money. Depression doesn't care if you have food. It doesn't matter if you have a comfortable house. It matters not. I'm used to seeing thousands of people all the time. To go from that to not seeing anybody at all, it almost drove me crazy. So I was breaking curfew all the time. I was breaking the lockdowns, breaking curfew on the road, the police pulling me over, and I'm like, hey, yo, do whatever, man. Why aren't you home? Because I don't want to be there.
But everybody see you, or it's TANYA Stevens let her pass?
I mean, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't really care. Because TANYA Stevens is a label. TANYA Stevens is a commercial product that you read about on it. I am a person inside of this body. Is somebody who needs to interact with people. I ended up on Tinder and Bumble and OkCupid on the dating sites just to talk to some of you guys because I wasn't meeting anybody. And I have new friends now, by the way. Okay. But we need to be social, and I'm hoping that we never ever do this again. We need to find a different way. Whether we agree or not, we need another way because humans are social creatures and we cannot be alone. We should not.
Thank you so much. I wish you a nice concert. I wish you a nice celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, we can come too. We are here if you like. You celebrating here the Summer Jam or you going?
No, tomorrow we play in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, also a nice place.
It's a nice place to be to have a birthday. Yeah.
Thank you so much to have your Ghost Notes Radio, and if you are involved, please give us.
I will. I definitely will.
Thank you.
Big up.
Er ist auf die Bühne gegangen. Nächstes Mal schneiden wir Musik. Ghost Notes Radio.
Jetzt haben wir was Schönes.
Ghost Notes Radio, live at the Summer Jam 2023. Wir erwarten Protoje, einer meiner Lieblings-Reggae-Artists im Moment. Wir freuen uns sehr, dass er zu uns kommt. Wir haben 10 Minuten mit Protoje auf dem Summer Jam 2023. Oh, da war wieder gelandet.
Hello, Protoje.
Blessing.
Welcome to Ghost Notes Radio. How was your concert? You like it?
Yeah, man. Always joy, Summerjam. You know, it's my home. 7 times in 11 years. So
how you would describe your musical style and your vision you have for your music?
You know, it's rooted in reggae music, obviously, but I listen a lot of hip hop, rock. My band is versatile, one of the craziest bands in Jamaica, so we play music where we feel it, you know, our own style.
Which influences an artist then inspire you the most, both inside and outside the reggae genre?
Reggae, Ieren Konzerten, Black Uhuru were my biggest inspirations. Them and Marley as well, who kind of showed me a modern version of what's possible. And you know, Jay-Z, Nas, stuff like that. Rage Against the Machine as well gives me that energy on stage like that, so
nice. How your heritage and your Jamaican culture influence your music and creative expression?
Jamaica's music really movement, live vibes, you know, it's like is how do you say, everybody in Jamaica have that energy, everybody have the feel of music, so it's natural.
A different question, how many hats you have, because I always like your hats, you have so many, and like on every concert a different one.
Yeah, many and more, like lots of hats and shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you approach your songwriting and production process? Is this always different, or you have your way you get to the goal the fastest?
Different vibes, different times, different feelings. You know, sometimes I just thinking and stuff comes to me. Sometimes I'm listening to music and get an idea. Sometimes I'll be out at a show like now and hear something and get an idea. It's different ways. Sometimes alone, sometimes when I'm around people. Usually I used to be more direct on how, but now I don't care how I create as long as I create, and it's maybe different. Maybe my daughter is playing in the studio and I'm telling her to stop something and I say it and I get a melody. It's just any way I can draw inspiration from, I draw it from.
Nice. How you see the connection between reggae music and social change? You believe music have the power to transform political stuff and all this?
Yes, I believe music always has the power to, to do good or to lead you to good, to lead you to bad. I think it's a duality with everything. I feel that, yeah, of course, and that's why music like this doesn't get the forefront. That's why it's not on every station, on every TV, and everything, because you don't really want people to learn and to research and to look within themselves and to think about different things. You just want them to party all the time, and I love all types of music. I like to party, I love to go to the club, I love different things that makes me feel a vibe. But like, reggae music, conscious music doesn't really get put to people because they know that maybe, for me, like when I start listening to reggae music, that's made me read more and research things and try to understand. So if it did it for me, then it can be for other people.
Are there any specific projects or collaborations you're currently working on or dreaming of?
Yeah, I'm always working on Lila's album right now. She has an amazing feature in one of America's biggest stars, artists, so I'm happy I got to produce that. I'm dropping a roots reggae version of In Search of Lost Time done by Zion and I King, so straight roots reggae versions of my songs. And then back in the studio working on new music. I was just hanging with Black Sheriff a while ago, we'll probably do something.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Protoje. You have a lot to do in the future, and I always loved your concerts. I saw you last time in the Jam in Berlin.
Yes.
It was really nice.
Amazing, yeah, man.
And your band are awesome too.
They're
it's
crazy.
really
My
pushing
band,
the vibes.
No, my band, I have to say, is like, I'm telling you, it's like, they're crazy, man. They're all master musicians playing at this high level, and I'm so grateful I get a chance to share stage with them.
Thank you so much.
If I ever make it in a life, ghost notes make them know we are royalty. Hey, this is Protoje and you're listening to Ghost Notes Radio. I like it. Do you like it? Isa.
I love this sentence.
Blessings, alright? Give thanks, man.
This for you.
Thank you so much. You have to say, alright?
Hi Samora.
Hello.
Nice to have you here on Ghost Notes Radio. How was your gig today?
Wow, the gig was amazing. First of all, thank you for having me. And the gig was amazing. Out of this planet.
Sounds nice. So for all you people that don't know you, how would you describe your musical style?
Well, for the people that don't know me yet, first of all, hello everybody out there. My name is Samora and I make a combination of reggae with all genres that exist. So it can be reggae with funk, reggae with dancehall, reggae with hip hop, and this is the concept of Samora. Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. Which influences and artists inspire you the most?
So that it's the most difficult question to answer because all of them, lots of them participated. But what I can say is one of the first albums that I liked was the album from Buju Banton back then.
Yeah.
Buju fan. So that is one of the things I can say. Also a gentleman, Anthony B, Turbulence, Lutan Fire. I think all the artists that I'm having featurings with, featurings with them because I looked up to them and I loved their music. So yeah.
And how does work? Your manager just called them and said you want to make a song with them, or is it all label work, or how?
No, it's just all me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll be okay, today I'll go and I'll just send them a message, I'll approach them. Some of them answer immediately, some of them don't, but most of the time I get an answer and a connection through social media, and before you know we're on WhatsApp.
Reggae music often carry a political message and style. How did you do it with your songs?
Well, what reggae music first did to me was healing and also being able to express myself. So instead of keeping everything that's happening with me just on my chest, I was able to express myself. And because of that, that's also the music I focus on. You're gonna be so surprised if I'm gonna tell you, I've only voted twice in my whole life. Okay. So when it comes to politics, left, right, people have to explain it to me, and I'm like, I'm so not in it. But I do feel like whenever I feel pain, whenever I'm happy, whenever I want to motivate people, I can really do it through my music. So I use the music to connect with emotions and feelings and things that people have been through.
How does this Rastafari philosophy influence your life?
Well, that's a really, I think one of the best questions I've had in an interview. How does it influence my life? First of all, I respect all of them that are, into the Rastafari religion. And me myself, I just feel so connected to it. That's basically why I'm so into this Rastafari, and it's the love and the connection. Yeah. Whenever I walk here on this festival, you don't see people fighting, you don't see people arguing. It's just love, it's peaceful, and it's so beautiful. Like the atmosphere with reggae is so beautiful that I think nowadays you don't even have to talk about politics no more in your songs, because the love and the vibe is way stronger than all this whole Babylon system, and people are also rising above it. I've noticed it. So that's how I, deal with the Rastafarian, is the love that I'm feeling, from the audience.
Yeah. How you approach your songwriting and production process? You step just in it and freestyle, or you sit at home alone and writing your lyrics, or is it always different?
It's always different. Yeah. It's always different. I can step into the mic. For example, one of my songs I did is the greatest on my album was Precious, and Precious was really a freestyle. I went and I said, okay, let's go. Yeah. And there are some songs where it's the instrumental, so I hear the beat and it just opens up a small box that I put away, and I just go and I feel the emotions back. It could be a story from someone or a story from myself. So it is the frequency from the beat that creates the story. Yeah. Let me say it. Yeah.
Are there any specific projects or collaborations you're currently working on or even dreaming of?
Oh yes, but that is a special surprise. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I have one special featuring coming with also one of my idols.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a really great song. So I want to ask everyone to definitely stay posted for that. And in the meantime, yes, new songs are coming out as well. We're now, while we're touring, shooting the videos, recording at the same time. So if I'm not performing Friday, I am doing a recording Friday. So that's basically my planning. So I think around December we will check the list what we have, and maybe before December we might already start releasing songs and concepts that are done.
Sounds great. Which legacy you dream of you want to leave behind yourself one day?
Well, I hope that when people talk about Samora, they can say that the feeling that they felt is just all love and positiveness. And I think my legacy, a legacy is something so big, because the legacy is already someone that sends me on Instagram, like every time when I listen to Mama Said, I feel like my parents are with me even though they're not with me no more. So it's so big, but I hope that I can leave a positive impact on people. And also what I'm standing for is motivate people to do the unthinkable. So whenever, I was 5 years old when I said I'm becoming a singer and I will become an international star. And the first thing grown-ups say, like, you cannot eat from music, it's not gonna happen, go study and stop thinking like this. And I often say words can have a curse on people. It did not have a curse on me, but I know 10 other girls and guys that heard it and it just stopped. And when you hear that, like, you just hear international artists, like they're so talented, So I hope that people can take this from me, because I do come from a background where the no was clear, like, no, it's not gonna be music. And through all, I just followed my feeling, and I'm here now today.
Crazy. How did you start into this real music business? You making music your whole life, you start singing really early, and how was the first thing when you felt that it's possible, I can do it in a professional way also?
Yeah, well, it started with competitions. I noticed that if you don't have an album, you don't have music out, you're basically not a product, just to say it roughly. So no one can book you and no one can do nothing.
How you start into the music business?
Yes, how I started doing the music business is basically I started in, I didn't have music, I wasn't interesting. So I...
you had the competition first?
Yes, I entered the competition and then I won the competition.
Okay.
And then this competition created more shows, and then I did more competitions and I started winning all these competitions, and then I said, hey, I'm doing something great. And then, but I didn't have music, I didn't have material. So then I met Dutch Flower, that is a producer that works or is signed by Sony. And then together we make then the first album, Mungo. And this is how I got serious, doing competitions, then getting recognition that I can really do this. Then go into the studio with the producer and create a sound. Because most producers that were working with me, they're like, you can sing anything, funk, reggae. They couldn't place me in a corner. So this producer said, like, you just like all the styles and let's just combine it with reggae. This is you. And I'm like, this is so me. So he contributed a lot on how my sound is today, because he could put my idea, what I had in my head, he could translate it into music, let me say it like that, into the concept that I am now. And then from there it was unstoppable. I said, let's do these festivals. I want bigger, I want better, I want to go to the awards, I want to do this.
Who are you looking for on this Summer Jam 23 in Cologne? Which artists you want to see definitely?
I want to see definitely Protoje, and Protoje, I want to have a nice conversation with you because you're really nice. Albarosi. I mean, like it's the second time or no, the third time that I'm seeing Albarosi now. It's just legendary. Also, Natalie Cohen. When she was singing, I thought it was Aitana.
Yeah.
The voice is so beautiful. So, yes, Tanya Stephens. Hi, I mean, like, I'm a Tanya Stephens fan. So, basically, I think the whole lineup from Summer Jam this year is epic.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. And the names that I'm calling are just people that I'm following and whose music I really like. But everyone that's almost on the setup, I'm like, you guys are just cool. This is just dope. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for this interview.
You're so welcome.
I wish you all the best.
I have something for you as well. Let me see
that's
where my
nice.
bag is. So I've been nominated for the awards in Brooklyn, New York. It's the Caribbean Awards, and I'm going on the 31st of August.
Nice.
And I've been nominated for Best New Reggae Artist.
Wow.
So
Congrats.
if you don't mind, I would love it if you scan the code and vote for me.
We'll do.
Thank you.
Samora for president.
Hey. And
also
voting, you
a
can
little
just
button.
click on the. Oh, thank you. Let's put it on.
Me, there, right, Summer Jam. We are on stage right now. Forward, come on stage right now. Anyway, we pull up on this spot and we'll take away your girl. We got turn it up. Summer Jam, I'm going on stage right now. Forward.
Big up, thank you. Give thanks.
Good?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Mr. Black.
Well, go on.
How are you? You're looking forward to the gig?
Yeah. You guys making me nervous, man. Everybody keeps saying it. Learn it.
Still two parties waiting, two radios waiting for an interview.
Yeah.
So
Inside?
yeah.
I do it really fast.
Yeah.
How would you describe your musical style and your vision and how your music evolved throughout your career?
How would I see it?
Yeah.
I'm a multi-talented dancehall / reggae artist
For real.
from Jamaica. I don't see myself as a multi-talented person. Yeah? Yeah.
Right. Which influences and artists them inspire you the most, both within and outside the reggae music?
Bounty Killer.
Bounty.
I mean, I listen to Bühne, Buju Banton, Terror Fabulous, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Peter Touch, you know, Ainika Mosey. Any artist, Josie Whale, no matter who you can talk about, Bounty Killer are the most influence. And Terror Fabulous. Now I left out Terror Fabulous. But Bounty Killer, yeah.
Right. Reggae music often carry a strong political and social message. Where are the main topics you want to address through your music?
Well, every now and again I sing reality music for the youth them as well.
Yeah.
But people know me for a person that always do party music and other stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, songs make the girl and broke out and all these things. So I try my very best to do both for my fans who don't really want to hear no skin out song and a raw music. You see me? So every now and again we do really. That's why my album is very important to people, for people to go and listen.
Yeah.
How talented, how multi-talented Charlie Black is, because I literally have to get back in my zone to kind of remind people how talented I am. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
How you approach your songwriting and production process is always different, or you got your special meditation progress of production?
It's always different, you know, because we can't sing Party Animal and then go sing the next Party Animal again and next few years, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think of both, like I want to do a different topic each time to get your ears. I don't follow, I create. Because sometimes a trend is very easy to follow, but to set it, it's harder. So even if my process is very slow at the moment, it's still gonna work.
Nice. And the last question, what you want to achieve through your music and artistry, what legacy you want to leave behind in the music world from Charly Black? What would you prefer if you're not here anymore as a person? You're always here with your music, but what would you love to people think of you?
I want them to do the same thing that they're doing now, enjoying music. Because remember the Bible says, and all the good books in the world and all the prophets say, music alone should live. Bob Marley is not here, but his music is living, right? So I want the same for me and mine. So at the end of the day, I'm going to keep you dancing on the dance floor, even when I'm gone. So I'm grateful for all the fans who's showing me love now. Even when I'm gone, do the same. Give thanks, dance, enjoy dancehall and reggae music.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Charly Black. Enjoy your gig tonight.
Yeah, man. Ghost Notes Radio. Anyway, we pull up on this spot, we take over your girl. We got turn it up. Ghost Note, we are. Hey, not you with this, Ghost Note Radio, Charly Black representing. Oh, you're deaf.
Thank you.